primary objective of the appeal project is to ensure cultural productivity of small and medium-scale farmers and to ensure improving value addition of priority value chains that is across the participating states. Presently, we are implementing in 6 states comprising Cross River, Enugu, Kaduna, Kano, and Lagos State.
Appeal came with 3 elements. The first one is about agro-processing. We've been involved in production. We needed to do more about value addition. So that was number 1 objective. Second leg is about productivity improvement. In as much as we have made some gains in terms of productivity through some of these earlier projects, we need to scale it up because for you to remain in business, you have to be competitive. So that was the second objective, and it was a very important one. The third leg is livelihood improvement support. No matter what you do with all this value chain, if it's not impactful in terms of changing the income level of our farmers and having a long-lasting impact on their well-being, they're not inside it.
The Cross River Appeals has a specific objective of enhancing small and medium scale agribusinesses in the state and across the country. So far we have our major value chain, which is cocoa, rice and poultry. And in this area, we've done our best in enhancing small households. We have upgraded them reasonably in the aspect of production and processing. So far, farmers are smiling in the aspect of building their capacity.
Great farmers,
great nation.
Great farmers,
great nation.
No farmer,
no food on the table.
The intervention actually targets farmer groups that are called the CIGs. They're usually in cooperatives, and those cooperatives are also clustered together in clusters. So essentially the support targets them in one of the components. There's also a component that specifically is meant to encourage women and youths under component 2.1. The idea is to turn young people, women, into agropreneurs who venture into those value chains and make careers and become future farmers.
So always feel free to reach out to the staff of the appeals as you go along the process. Ask.
Dubai Nekene Chukwu Nekene government Enugu State Nekene onye ọbụla bụ management appeal chukwu ga-agọzi ha apil emego m ga-abụrụ were onye were ego m ga-abụrụ ọgaranya na onye ga ịchọ rice bịa ebe Aliu ga-enye gị rice for free. So jama'a ina muku godiya, ina ma Allah godiya, ina ma sauran gwamnati wata mukarraban gwamnatin Enugu da sauran mutanen a Peace Project saboda wannan dama da suka bani in kasance a cikin wannan fanni na taimakawa wanda za su bani jari akan harkar shinkafa da wasu abubuwa. To ina musu godiya, Allah ya saka musu da alheri. Buri na shine in amfani da wannan dama in zamo wani a duniya wanda zai dinga taimakawa wajen ba da abinci da wasu abubuwa insha Allah. Allah ya saka musu da alheri, Allah ya ba mu zaman lafiya kuma Allah ya ƙara kawo ci gaba.
One of the ways farmers can achieve efficiency is adopting sedentary animal husbandry practices. That is remaining in one place to manage their livestock rather than roaming about in search of food. You know, whatever the animals forage in, whatever they eat, it gets wasted by the intense activity that the animals will have to go through. If you want to improve milk production, you have to improve nutrition of the animals, you have to improve the health of the animals, and you have to improve good animal husbandry practices.
Mali be temi namre ka doa so ile ati ka huya ala huya le obila ka wo chile.
Formerly we handle cutlass directly, but with the aid of this hand glove now, our hand will not spoil by using the cutlass for the clearing. Number 2, see this ice gum was facilitated by the appeal. You know, by this time, as we are clearing, you know, sometimes the tree will hit our eyes, sand will enter our eyes, but with the covered now, we have no trust experience. You can see this kit, this rain boot, or the farm boot that I'm using. You know, by this time, snakes are much in our area, beating the farmers when we are doing the clearing of the cashew plantation. But with the aid of this one now, we don't entertain any fear. Not only that, thorns will not enter our leg. These are some of what appeal facilitated for us.
As to what exactly, what areas you want us to support you have to bring them out. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. These are the areas you want us to support you. Then that is what they will now use to prepare the business investment plan. So that we can quickly swing into action. The essence is they want to fast track the implementation of this project. And what it means is you also need to help us for us to help you. When I say you need to help us, of course, you know nobody is taking any 1 naira from you. Of course. Yes. But when we say you need to help us is you need to let them know all this basic stuff, because it is what you will use to prepare your business investment plan. Because we would have just sat down there and say, go and plant another cashew for them, or go and supply them this chemical. But we are coming down so that we can know exactly what the problem is. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that whatever solution we are bringing is solution to your problem, not our own solution that we think is right for you.
Farmers that are into grasser making usually use corn stalk, local pots, and then the process of making the flatbread is hectic. The project now single-handedly introduced a machine, an oven grasser making machine, which we developed for over 1.5 years in collaboration with National Incubation Technology Center in the state and the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology. As we speak, the technology has been tested and proven very much effective and efficiently operated. The difference is there. Our oven grasser making takes 8 to 10 minutes to produce 40 pieces, as against the local pot, which takes 30 minutes to produce 16 pieces of grasser, and the hygienic way of producing it.
The cage culture is mind-blowing. Everybody asks, how did you do it? And it's all because we have the cooperation of the Lagos State government, first of all, because it's actually an initiative of the Lagos State government. They have a project for young people in cage culture, And so the project just looked at how can we align with the state government initiative, and we built on that. And today we have cages in over 3 water communities, where we've had over about 40 cages in each of them. And this year we would even do more. So for me, that's one area that has been so good.
To see this catfish now, we need to be searching for the markets. But for the tilapia, there is ready-made market for it already, because the demand is very high. So that is what the Lagos State Appeal have supported us in cage culture, which they provide a cage for us, which is 10 by 10 cages. So we are also supported with 15,000 juvenile male meat tilapias. They also provide 400 bags of feed for us. So we really appreciate their support.
We are very satisfied in the sense because from what we've been able to achieve, in fact, during the last implementation support mission, there has been a lot of achievement being recorded in terms of the support the World Bank has done through what we call the IDA to support farmers for their value chains investment plans. And then to some extent again, you know, we have a component under Women and Youth Empowerment Program whereby women and youth are being trained in different enterprises to make them gainful employed that will keep them afloat in different activities for on a sustainable basis.
To ensure that they are trying to work hard. So we must start our work by giving a round of applause. So, can I invite the women and youths?
Not the women and youth, out of the 10,200 target beneficiaries in those 6 states, we have been able to achieve up to about 8,000 already trained, and the different processes of empowerment is already ongoing. So we have to some extent achieved a lot. And that has also led us to the kind of interest being indicated with other states that have not come into appeals. As at last year, before we went on what we call the scoping mission, almost about 23 states indicated interest that they want to participate in appeals project. And that is to tell you that there is a kind of renewed interest by the different states trying to come and join to the appeals project, because they have learned from the neighboring states or states that are already implementing this project. They've seen the success and they feel it is another avenue that will help them drive their cultural revolution in their various states.